can see, this is Ondo town, as you see everywhere. I'm walking, as you see, the ground, the roads are not really that great. And one of the main projects of High Dimensions is to help with, to bring awareness of different situations such as this. As you can see behind me, we have several kids. Welcome, sir. You are welcome. And I'm the mom, and this is the principal of headmistress, principal. You are welcome. You're welcome, sir. And Mrs. Sabi. Project to be a success at St. Paul's Elementary LCM School. It's a great joy to be back home. This is my alma mater, the very first school I attended in Ondo Kingdom. United States of America. And my children and I have been doing this statewide. We volunteer in so many capacities. Korede, who is the director of High Dimension program, She single-handedly raised money for a deceased teacher's parents, and when the money wasn't enough, I had to be the one to complete the money. She would just go around collecting clothes, fairly used clothes, to be donated to women. And when the clothes were not enough, she goes straight to my basement. Mom, those clothes, you never use them in 6 months. I'm donating them. I have to be the one to complete the women's shelter's clothing to be donated. Actually, Korede started religion too. I mean, we cannot even give enough examples of all these ancestors that have helped one way or the other. We have a lot to emulate. Africa, Nigeria, Ondo, indigenes, it's time for us to roll our sleeves. You don't need to have millions for you to impact your community. All you need is to go to the right source, because a lot of times I hear people mentioning millions, 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 and the millions are not really actualized. No, we don't want to do that. And Korede Oladapo is here today to really encourage other people that if you have your 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, even 50,000, 20 naira can do something for a child. No child should go to school feeling intimidated. We need to come to our schools, and be proud of the type of children we see through their educational accomplishment. I'm raising all my children to impact other people. Korede is my firstborn. She's doing this of high dimensions. We're based in Baltimore, Maryland, United States of America. I'm originally from Ondo Town. You might not tell by my last name, Oladapo. I'm originally from Ondo Town, Nigeria. When my parents and I migrated to the United States in 1995, we made a promise to be involved in the community, in several various churches, attending various events, and also digging our hands to help several shelters as well. About a year ago, I made a promise to start a program called High Dimensions, because I believe the word education has several dimensions to it. We're looking at from cultural aspect of it, psychological, scientific, and also from the technical aspect as well. That was what the word dimensions came in. And the word high, which is H-I-G-H, came because I believe every student has the ability to achieve a high academic excellence and set high standards for themselves. I read a lot about the primary education before starting the program. I read a lot about the primary education system in Nigeria, and I learned there were several issues that both the students and the teachers were facing. I learned through my research that there were several shortage of school supplies, lack of up-to-date textbooks, no running water, no bathrooms, and lack of school uniforms. I strongly encourage you, the students in front of me, as leaders, to give back to your community as well. Do not ever forget where you come from. As you grow older, many of you will travel abroad, many of you will choose to stay here and continue your studies and pursue your careers. But never ever forget where you came from. Allow anybody to destroy your dreams and your vision. Don't ever allow anybody to tell you cannot do anything. Anything you set your mind to, believe in yourself that you can do it. No matter how many people tell you no. Together we can build not only Ondo, not only Nigeria, but the whole world. And I leave you with this slogan. Isha look Isha. Isha taku taku. Isha no Isha. Isha taku taku.
About it, I made it a point that I must attend. We tried to see Mr. Governor yesterday, but because of time, we couldn't see him. We are, as we speak now, we are in Niepa, holding a stakeholders forum stroke seminar on Nigeria. So I'm supposed to be there, but I give priority to this, to support her and to encourage her. I know Mr. Governor will be very happy. As you all know, he's a caring heart person, Governor. So this is part of the Caring Heart program. So when I get there late, he might ask me questions. I know when I tell him where I've been, he will be delighted. Once again, I want to thank you all. And I want to say that I'm in support of what Ms. Korede is doing. And by the grace of God, you will soar. It's not going to be just here. You will go to high places in Jesus' name. You will take this to next level, where you can donate classroom. By the grace of God. Yes, if you desire it, if you dream it, it's possible. Nothing is possible when you put it in the hand of God. Finally, let me recognize our other dignitaries. I will start most especially with our Reverend Father Richard. I will say maybe upward of 40 years now we might not have seen. But I was so happy to see him because we grew up together. Even though I'm a big brother, but we grew up together. We thank God, we give God the glory. Because he's the one that has made today. In fact, I'm sure today is your day. He has been preordained. Yes. And I thank God for my friends here. Honorable Ife Oluola Soye. You know he's the supervisor for education in the local government. Again, Honorable Clement Gilego, as you know, is your educational secretary. We appreciate you. I recognize your NUT chairman, who is also a very good friend. So, we are happy to be here. Children, God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Commiserate with this school and the planners of this program. And not only that, I want to be personal this time. Immediately I came in, the owner of this program made it abundantly clear that she is out to touch lives. I could pick that one from her. And sincerely speaking, by the time she gave her name as Korede, you see, probably every of us that had talked, and Oladapo, these are two golden names. In the history of Odeondo, the Oladapos, they are like that. Let me drive home. I am a UT chairman today. So many chairmen, far above. But the Oladapos, they are noted for this type of programs. And that if this type of person is coming again from the Oladapos family, one, let us charge ourselves. Every other Ondo is living. Let us charge ourselves. What exactly do we have in our archives that we can use to touch lives like the Oladapos now? The Oladapos, by the history before me, they started Ondo Boys High School in Baba Oladapos Vanya. Now, she's up to her name now. She came back home. You see, she has traveled far and wide, but she brought back that Ifa. Now, at the America, but it's not for fee. East or west, home is the shore. This is my base. I will tell you that you don't like a teacher here for months, just either 1 or 2 months. And look at this, is it not timing enough now? Getting him again on seat at this material time? Yes. So they better call it on school. We know logbook. Abi? And even with this today's event, I trust the madam handling this school. After this hour, the logbook be rented with all these activities. I trust her. And all the names of the dignitaries there. And so therefore, Miss Korede, God is on your side. Yes, God is surely on your side. Please have a seat. You see, your motivational drive comes from somebody. And who is that? Your teacher. Is your teacher. Be it your parent, is your teacher. Be it your is your teacher. Be it your kindergarten teacher, is your teacher. And one thing is sure. Somebody made mention there that whatever you want to become, design it and define it. Then with your motive that I'm going to become this. Yes, and you surely be. I'm a teacher all the day of my life. I'm 5 times trained a teacher. And I like this profession, and it is my profession. And I continue to cherish the profession. I've one time or the other, I don't have any course in that profession. And I will teach the day I will die. Yes, because I'm a born teacher. And I mind you, I can teach anywhere. Learning doesn't end up in the classroom. When I get this student today, we thank God. And like the governance of the day. Well, I don't know how to just quantify the man now on the hems of affairs in those things. He's our father and he's all in all. And but because he has something to say, he shared takun. Now this one now, the caring heart. This is part of the program Mr. Governor is interested in, and you are really doing it now. So definitely God will be on your side. And I could see it. He said high dimensions. You have just started. We are teachers. This is high dimension now. We have some adjectives. We have classes of adjectives. You've only used only one now. High. Then in the other degree, the superlative degree, you still have higher and you have highest. So I'm saying, I'm praying for you now. This is high. You have started well. Then you get to higher. Then God will be with you. And this program, you shall continue to excel. And until you get to the highest. And God will bless you.
within the four corners of a room. Mrs. Akindutira Victoria Abike. Mrs. Akintoroye Rebecca. Mrs. Akibobola Clara. Mrs. Adeleke Eunice Folayemi. Mrs. Aromolaro Gladys Folakemi. Mrs. Ajikde Sote Eunice Labake.
The concept that we immigrants have some better aspects and we are in America to touch their lives too, because normally they've been back in your country and in Africa, but no, in our own case, we were there, we touched their lives, we impacted them, and then they too.
Me coming from the US, I felt very motivated to give back to my community, especially me being an African woman. I didn't just want to forget about back home. And the motivation behind the whole project was to get students that I was helping to make sure that they themselves also give back to the community. And I felt like with the education system in Nigeria, it was very important to get involved with the school administrators, with the students, to also help them with the classroom settings and help them with the school supplies as well.
Thank you. So why RC? Why St. Paul's?
I originally chose St. Paul because this is my mom's alma mater, and it's actually located in Ondo Town, which is where I am originally from. Out of all the schools, my mom was telling me that a lot of the students here do not have school uniforms, and also it's also known as a Catholic school. And the main target I wanted to do as far as like the level, I was looking at doing primary school. So I actually I had my mom choose a school that she felt had students that exemplified leadership skills and also some type of adversity as well.
Can you say it in Yoruba?
I cannot say it in Yoruba, but I actually hear Ondo, but I do not speak Ondo. I actually also want to take this time to also encourage all the youths out there, those that are 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. It is extremely important that we get out there and we also volunteer, not just in churches or not just in several orphanages, but you also go into several local schools and help. You know, the smallest, the thing that you think might be the smallest item goes a really long way. A lot of the students here were just thanking me endlessly because they really appreciate just the school supplies and the uniforms that I was able to distribute out.